everybody, my name is Lina and I'm here with Apex STEM Tutorials. Today we're going to be looking at the wait blocks. There's two specific wait blocks that we're going to be looking at. One of them is the wait for a certain amount of time, and then there's the wait until something actually happens. Alright, let's get started with that. And like always, don't forget to like and subscribe to our channel. Alright, so the first thing we want to cover is the wait for a number of seconds block. We're going to click here on this control area, and that's where our wait lives. Wait for a number of seconds. We're going to use our flag to start this program. And what I want to do is, when the program starts, the first thing I want to do, since I'm going to be making a little program where my character hides, I want to do is show my character first, because the character won't be there unless I show it first. Once it disappears, it's going to be gone unless I show it. And then I want it to hide after a number of seconds. So let's say I want it to hide after 5 seconds. Let's try that. Let's go ahead and click on the green flag, and then our character is going to show. Obviously it's there. We're going to wait for 5 seconds and it's going to disappear. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And there you go, it disappeared. So now, to make sure that your show works, click on the flag again, and your character should appear again. There again, count to 5 and your character should disappear again. And this is just a simple little program to show you how the wait for a number of seconds works. So basically what it does, it would show your character, it will wait right here in this block for the number of seconds that you give it. And once those seconds expire, then it'll go ahead and do whatever is under it. So whatever code you put under it, it will execute after this is done. Now let's go ahead and look at the wait until block, and that can also be found under control. If you scroll down, it's right here. Let's go ahead and build the code, and I'll explain to you exactly how this one works. So we're gonna get a flag. We want our character to show, and we're gonna do exactly the same game but with the wait until block. Okay, so we're gonna do that, and for this one we were going to need a variable. So if you don't know how to do variables, check out my last video where I showed you how to do variables, and I'll link that below. I'm not going to be using their variable here, so I'm just going to take that and I'm going to use one of the operators. I'm going to use this operator. So I'm going to say my variable equals 5. When my variable equals 5, okay? Then I would like my character to go ahead and hide. Another thing that I want to do, which is very important, that I stated in that variable video, is to go ahead and set your variable. I want to clear my variable when the flag is clicked, so that my variable starts at 0. Now, to make that variable increase, I'm going to use this when sprite is clicked. I want my variable to increase by 1, so I want it to change by 1. So let's go ahead and walk you through this. When the flag is clicked, I will set my variable to 0, which means I will clear it. I will show my sprite. I'll wait until my variable is 5, and we're gonna wait here until this variable is 5. So if we don't click on this sprite, right, because this is what this code is, if we don't click on the sprite, this variable is never going to increase to 5. So we're always gonna be waiting here. The only way to get out of this wait is to click on our character 5 times, and that will allow us to execute the code under the wait. This wait looks for a true condition. It waits here. As long as this statement here is false, I'm gonna wait in this block. I'm not going anywhere. Once this statement here in this block is true, then it will exit this block and continue with the code underneath it. Now let's go ahead and show our variable. You can show it by clicking there, and I want to go ahead and run it. So we're gonna run it, and it's gonna be cleared to 0, as you can see up here. So now we're in here and we're waiting right here. We're simply waiting for the variable to become 5. So let's go ahead and click on our cat. So as you can see, he is not disappearing if you click on it once. twice, 3, 4, and then 5. If you click on the 5, then the cat will disappear because we have exited this wait loop and it's gone. Now let's click on the flag again, and we should be able to see our character and our variable turn back to 0. And as you see, that works properly. Alright guys, that was it. As you can see, the wait blocks are very similar. The only difference between them is that the wait for amount of seconds depends on time, and the wait until something happens, it's more of a Boolean expression. It'll wait in that block until the condition is true, and then exit to execute the bottom portion of the code. Now there's different ways of using these blocks, obviously, and I just showed you guys a very simple way of using it just to kind of explain to you how this block works. We'll continue our series of teaching you guys how to use the Scratch blocks as we go along. Hopefully you guys like what we're doing, and don't forget to leave comments below, like and subscribe our channel for us to continue through this journey, and we'll see you guys in the next one. Bye.